there, everyone. Greetings, salutations, bonjour, and all that old fancy crap that means hello. It's good to see y'all again. Sorry that I have not been uploading much. I've been kind of busy with a lot of stuff. Like, I've been busy with school, um, people, helping one of my friends get back up after she got dumped by her boyfriend. Trust me, not easy. Then she's kind of suicidal. But now that we're here and we have some free time, I think it's time we tell some stories. We're back to the mansion with our favorite garçon, and I'm sure today's menu will be delicious. Now, I just have one question though. I ordered the water to help me with this thing, but I don't see the. Ah, there it is. Thank you, garçon. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. I especially love the little eyeball he put in it. Yeah. Alright then, let's get started. Good to see you, garçon. What's on today's menu? Do you have anything special for me this time? I want something tasty, horrifying, scatastic. Oh wow, we have this too. Oh, would you look at that? We got a free coin. Well, thank you, garçon. But for this, we're gonna have to come back a little bit later on to actually get the other coins. I want this one. I feel like an all-up one. Oh, garçon, come on. You know you're a ghost and I respect you. Come on, just let me have it. Excuse me. Just let me have it, garçon. Stop hiding it. Let me at it. I demand it. I'm hungry. Our guests are hungry too. Oh, whoopsie, hold on. There we go. Today's story, Ghost in the Alley. Maybe for once, because the actor out here actually does look kind of creepy. Maybe we might see something good. Okay. Rumors were, right about the alleyway behind the tavern, it was haunted. Folks said haunted by a ghost of a young girl who has been found murdered in that self same passage. People avoid the small street after dark, for the spirit of who said to be a vengeful one. Of course, no one could name anyone whom the ghost had actually killed, but the tales were enough to keep people away from the alley at night. Fortunately for the owner of the tavern, the back that backed into onto the alley, their front door faced a well-lit road, and so business was not slack. Then, one night, while the tavern was full of drinkers, a nasty character named O'Hare wandered into the bar. Women and children were not safe in his presence, but especially not women. I'd like to know exactly, like, O'Hare, like, is he ugly? Is he like an ugly old man? Or maybe he's the spirit. This is where stuff gets good. After O'Hare had consumed far too much alcohol, he suddenly announced to the bartender, frozen, frozen in the middle of a polishing glass, and the men around the bar exchanged convert glances. Sorry. Meat water. No one said a word, but everyone was thinking about the ghost of the vengeful young girl. Everyone in the bar looked down at their glasses and as he stumbled to his feet. No one made a move to stop him, and there was a quiet air. He deserved what's coming to him about the bar as O'Hare left the building. It's, well, it's just too bad that there isn't really a ghost, though the bartender, setting down the shiny glass, picking up another one to polish. O'Hare sorely need a lesson in human kindness and respect for others. At that moment, a horrible scream came from the alley. Everyone in the tavern looked in shock and fear. Had there really been a ghost out there? Or was O'Hare up to his old tricks and even accosted one of the womenfolk? So this thing is kind of like what was that movie called? Oh, sorry for that. I just had to go scan the video. Sorry. What was it? Jack the Ripper. The men leapt to their feet and raced out the back of the tavern, pouring out into the street. They were met by a natural cold, and their eyes were dazzled by a blaze of light. The bartender thrust his way to the front of the crowd and saw the body of O'Hare lying in a pool of bright white light. His throat had been torn to pieces, and blood was spilling out in gushes. Above him hovered a semi-transparent figure of a young girl, her eyes gleaming with red fire, her mouth covered with blood. She glared down at O'Hare and then turned to look at the crowd. The spectre licked the blood from her lips thoughtfully, her eyes on the bartender's neck. Then she vanished, taking the light with her. At their feet, O'Hare gasped out his last breath and died. The local authorities were summoned to deal with the body of O'Hare. Though skeptical at first, they were finally convinced, since there had been so many eyewitnesses who had seen the ghost hovering over the dying man. The bartender resigned his position the next morning and took a job across town. The memory of the ghost's hungry stare at his neck, prompting him to look elsewhere for employment. Important message I'm going to ask everyone here. It is actually getting a little bit harder and harder to always keep on turning this thing right side up, turning it sideways, turning it right side up. So for this video, I'm going to be leaving it like this. I mean, we know what he's gonna say. It's saying number 2, where supposedly this candle right here is gonna blow out. So I just want to know, what do you think? Do you want it the old-fashioned way, because I don't mind, or do you want to see it like this, like it has it sideways? So I just want to know, and I'll see. We finished the ghost story, and you know what that means. No, Garcon, that was not scary at all. Even though uh, yeah, even though the bloodshed with the whole ripping of the throat and scaring the bartender, that was actually pretty neat. I mean, I would be scared as hell. Um, well, that would work. This one. Oh, don't give me that crap. Oh, you're mocking me now, huh? You think I can't handle the next story? Is that it, huh? Then let's prove it. Bring it on. I can handle anything you toss at me. Ghost in the stacks. Bring it. And you know, for this, I'm gonna see if I can try getting it like an old impression. Like, not like an old impression, maybe like give it a voice. Like instead of speaking my voice, I can probably change it. Like, And it's another question. If you guys liked what I did, like giving this thing a voice, then tell me, and I might consider doing another one. If you didn't like it, I won't mind. Just tell me that you didn't like it, and I'll go back to saying it normally. But for this, I saw her out of the corner of my eye while I was standing in a remote corner of the second level stack in the library. She was pretty, with reddish hair and pensive white eyes of an intelligent face. I straightened up, patted my hair, and made sure it was smooth and silky. Took another look. Look, not book, look. She was gone. I felt my shoulders sag a bit as I turned back to my books. Oh well, there were more important things like studying hard so that I'd get into medical school when I graduated next year. Still, I kept seeing a girl's pretty face whenever I closed my eyes, and I was still thinking about her as I left the library. A few of my friends shouted to me as I walked over at their gathering places. At their gathering places, yes, sir. Where you been, Tony? My friend Jeff called. At the library, I said, patting my backpack with emphasis. You have been studying? Jeff asked interestedly. I grinned. Damn it. Shit. Excuse me. Sorry. Fuck. I grinned. I gotta crack down now so I can get into med school. I've applied to his job. Can't always be partnered with you losers. That set them off, as I intended, and kept the joke flying until dinner time. Although I did admit it to myself, I chose the same spot in the stack for my studies the following afternoon, hoping to see the pretty girl again. I was in luck. After about an hour, she appeared among the shelves, browsing endlessly, and excuse me, I noticed that she was wearing the same red flowered dress with the buttoned down white sweater. She might like that outfit. It was time for me to do some browsing too, I thought, straightening my shirt and rising casually. I turned to walk into the shelves and stopped abruptly. She was gone. I was astonished. She must be quick, I thought. It had only taken me a few seconds to rise and turn, but in the last time she managed to move away without me seeing her do so. I walked casually through the stack, glancing this way and that, trying to spot her. No luck. With a sigh, I turned back to my seat and studies. A frustrated man. This doesn't sound like a man, it sounds like a boy in love. Love. Good old love. I didn't see that girl for several weeks. Then one day, as I rushed out of the stack towards my friend Jeff, who was impatiently beckoning to me to hurry up, I saw her rising from her seat in the far corner. Telephone pole. A telephone pole. Why a telephone pole? Or booth? Why? I stopped and then turned, hoping to catch her eye as she moved into the stack. But she did not turn her head, ignoring Jeff, who was calling my name impatiently. I backtracked in hope of a last walk past her and saying hello. I stopped at the entrance of the stack where the pretty girl's reddish hair was just walked by. There was no one there. I shivered a bit. This was getting spooky. Who was she? Why was she avoiding me? Why? We had never spoken, and I certainly could not be accused of staring at her since I had only seen her for a total of maybe 30 seconds. Shaking my head with mystery, I went back over to Jeff and exited the library. Oh, this is getting good. This is really getting good. Later that week, I decided to skip the football game and to cram for the big exam. Just about everyone else was at the game, so the library was nearly deserted. As I strolled over to my favorite study spot in the stack of the second level, I'd given up on seeing the pretty girl with the reddish hair and the lovely outfit. Obviously, some things were just not meant to be. Nope, not that many things were meant to be. There are many fishes in the sea, my dear friend. Learn that lesson well. Learn it and praise it proud. I was too deep in my studies when I heard the sound of a book in a shelf. Tumbling, falling to the floor. I leaped up and ran towards the sound. To my horror, the pretty red-haired girl whom I'd been trying to meet lay on the floor with books all around her. She was unconscious, and my heart gave a painful thump when I realized that there was blood staining her red dress. And then, right before my eyes, she vanished. I sat down abruptly on the floor, my legs shaking too hard to hold me. I had just seen a ghost. Was it really a ghost, I thought? It was then that I remembered the story of a girl who had been murdered in the library back in the 60s. I knew at once that it was her. I had just seen the reenactment of her final moment of life. I buried my face in my shaking hands, feeling with terrible grief at the tragic loss of such a beautiful girl. From what I had heard, her murder was never apprehended. It made me furious to think that justice had never been served. Slowly, I uncoiled my body and rose to my feet. The isle between the stack was empty now, and so was my heart. I was too unnerved to study any more in the deserted place, so I grabbed my books and went back to my room. I saw the girl one more time before I graduated. I was reading at my favorite study cathedral, and when I felt the chill in the air, I shivered and looked up, and there was the ghost of the pretty girl, standing a few feet from me. Our eyes met, and I saw fear and despair in her face. Immediately, my own face twisted into sympathy. I impulsively held out my hand towards her. At the sight of my distress, she reached, but nothing happened. She was gone. In that moment, I knew wherever the girl had gone after her death, she was just fine. And I felt sure that someday, somewhere, her killer would be brought to justice. If not in this world, then most assuredly in the next. Okay, that was, I will admit, that was actually pretty scary. I liked it. That was something that actually got me. Oh God, so happy in the mood. I actually did like that one. The story was pretty cool. So with this, I declare number 12 finished. Garcon, you did an exquisite job, man. That was so delicious. Oh, the empathy between them, the romance. I know that girl is in a good place, and I hope her murderer is captured. Oh, Garcon, come on. I understand how you feel about that, but come on, you really don't have to be that kind of you don't have to be that negative to her. Really? So that story actually did happen. The story actually did happen a long time ago in 1966. No, not 1966. Sorry, 1696. Sorry. Huh. A young girl actually was murdered in her local library, and there actually was a person, a male boy, who actually saw her. Not bad. Now, show me the last story. Show me my dessert. Ooh. This should be good. Ghost Train. Oh, God, yes. Am I? Okay, good, I am recording. That would have sucked if I wasn't. Okay. Get water first. Hold on. Okay, I'm ready. Ready to be scared. Let's go. Ghost Train. School. That's scary. Yeah, that there really is scary. Okay. Mark 1 for not scary off the chalkboard. Thank you. Not scary. I was a railway fireman back in those days, working on the CPR line in Alberta. I did a hard day's work and earned me a fair wage. I was young then, and I was my pretty little bride. We were just setting up housekeeping in the little cottage that we were able to afford for our honeymoon. Damn it. Life was good, and I thought everything would continue rolling along that way. Then came the feudal day of May. I will never forget that day. I was working at night. Damn, hold on. Mm, mm, Freaking A. We're gonna see. Can I forget that? Hey, I was working nights that month, and my buddy Toei was an engineer. We were about 3 kilometers out of Medicine Hat when a blazing light appeared in front of the engine. It was another train from the collision course with us. Toei yelled at me to jump, but there was no time. The light was right on top of us. I thought we were dead. The oncoming train veered off to the right and ran past us. Its whistle blowing as the passengers staring at us through the windows, but there was only a single track in that stretch of hills, and it was the one we were on. I looked over at the shrieking, rumbling ghost train and saw that the wheels were not touching the ground. I'm gonna guess that's mostly how his eyes were. Look at those eyes. She'd go like, I see dead people, and I don't like it that much. Hey, I know, let's try this. Well, we were mighty spooked by the incident, though we decided to take some time off from engineering and began working in the yard. But I kept working night shift as a fireman, not wanting some ghost train to drive me away a job I enjoy. A few weeks later, I was still stoking the fire for an engineer named Nicholson when we heard the shrill whistle blast through the calm night air. We were on the same single track just outside of Medicine Hat, and the brilliant light of the ghost train burst out of nowhere, blinding us. Nicholson gave out a shout of terror, and I thought my heart would stop. As before, the ghost train veered off to the right at the last possible second. I saw it race past us on a track that does not exist, his passengers staring curiously at Nicholson and I from out the windows. That did it. I wasn't about to go back on the tracks after that. I did a hard yard work for the rest of the month of May and a few weeks in June. Finally, I decided that enough was enough, and I gritted my teeth and resumed my role as a fireman. I was firing up the engine in the yard one evening in early July when the reports of an accident came in. The Spoken Flyer and the Lisson Bridge passenger train had head-on collision on a single track. Oh no, I thought. 3 kilometers outside of Medicine Hat, on the exact spot where the ghost train had appeared, the Lithium locomotive had derailed and its baggage car was destroyed. 7 people were killed in the accident, including the 2 engineers. One was my buddy Tao, and the other was Nicholson. Man. That was awesome. Man, oh man. I love these ghost stories. They are so freaking neat. But you know, I realize that sooner or later, all the candles are gonna be gone. I mean, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We already have 8 candles burned out. So, you know, I actually am gonna miss this thing when this thing's over. I really do. But, you know, my goal for this thing is try to get it done. Maybe during the summer. Maybe in summer. I know I'm gonna be doing it more over my break that's coming up this week. I have a whole week to do anything I want. So I may do all of it that day. Or, other goal, try to see if I can get it done before Halloween. If I can get it done before Halloween, that'd be awesome. And if we get it done by that, show you maybe some mini games. I think there's mini games in this game, I forget. No, I'm not so sure if I'm able to do it though. Oh, shut up, you. Would you just blow out the candle? You are not the boss of me. We share the same body. Blow out the candles and we can wrap this video up. I'm pretty sure no one wants to listen to us bicker. Oh, I beg to differ. Just blow it out, please. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, shut up. Yes, Garcon, we enjoyed that. It was most quaint. You do that one. You try doing that thing one more time, dude. I'm gonna freaking smack the living hell out of you. Don't you laugh at me. I know how to smack a ghost. Just give me my coins. Thank you. Remember that we have a total of 10. I like that. 10. You know what I say? Let us see what we get. Not bad. Hey, flambe. Boring. 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 Hey, Cyclops. Fish. Cyclops. Flambe. Aw, my favorite guy right here. Anyone else? Oh shit, hey. Band. Hmm. Let's view this. Fish. I think it's a mini game we can play. Oh, we gotta hold it. Come on, little buddy. Get the fish. Come on, little buddy. Come get the food. Come on, buddy. Gotcha. um, come on, little buddy. Rabbit. Gotcha. Wow, that is just plain weird. Huh, what's this? I'm not saving it. I'm not gonna save it because I'm gonna get all the coins first, and when I get all the coins, just start boom right on through. So it's been fun, everyone, but I will see you all next time with Kaidan Restaurant. Take care, and I hope you had a scareful evening.